might be a little weird, but anyway, it's certainly, we'll call it a proof of concept. And from a proof of concept standpoint, yeah, you can block ads in apps. So I think it's just another.
Okay, but what's going to be the long-term implications for this? We're going to see the death of the free app, which in my mind, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Right.
And then we're going to be shifting more and more to either purchase the app or in-app purchases instead of using advertisement for the source of income for app developers.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I would argue for apps that gain a certain level of popularity, maybe even merchandising and things like that, right? Go into physical goods,
yes,
and make money from that. So
yes.
Pico.
This is just this is a maturing of the industry. You know, we're into our 7th or 8th year of mobile app development. We're past the problems of the past of the whole free stuff. Hold on, I gotta shut down my dogs.
You got a cough over there?
They totally agree. They totally agree. Yeah, and you know the guys, LaserDog, you know, they created Pico, and they said that they just wanted to make the best game they could make, and they just made it for sale. You know, they don't want to do any sort of crazy ads or anything like that. And they even, that game is, I don't know if you've seen Pico, but it's completely, I think we've all seen it, right? Here, I'm talking about to the general audience. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's totally suited to ads because you die a lot, and the level restarts a lot, and they could have just easily said, well, we're just going to put ads in it and go from there, but that was sort of fundamentally against their philosophy, and they thought it would be a bad user experience. And so anyway, my point there is that they also at the same time have done a lot to promote the app, and they have T-shirts and things like that, and so they've done wallpapers. And I mean, it would be perfect for a very tight group of people who love the game to buy stickers or T-shirts or whatever. So monetization, yeah, not
monetization. Just, I hear that word now, my brain goes, okay.
Not just ads
anymore. No more talk about. Can't we just have a magic money button, please?
Right. Well, and I think personally, I feel like in-game rewards are a step in the right direction. Although, you know, the ads I think still need to be highly targeted or relevant to the audience, right? It just can't just be another game of war ad over and over and over again.
What, you don't like those Game of War ads?
Well, you know, but here's the thing. Here's my thing with all advertising. I've already, you know, if I already have that thing, let's say I don't have that game, but let's say I did have that game, right? Just stop showing the ad to me. I'm done. Right?
You know, now that you've said it, somebody's going to figure out a way to sniff what games and stuff you've got installed, or figure that out so they can show you just ads that will be new and different.
Well, maybe there's just a button that says where I can say I already have it. You know, like, stop showing me this ad. I realize people are just going to punch, you know, the button every time until they don't see any ads. But are they the person that you're really talking to anyway?
Yeah, it would be interesting though. Sort of like Hulu does, where they ask you, you watch Hulu much?
Yeah. Well, I haven't
on their ads where you watch it, and a little pop-up comes up in the upper right corner. It says, "Does this ad apply to you?"
Mm-hmm. So
that you can say no, and you'll get hopefully better ads eventually after they get queued out.
You're right. Yeah, exactly. I know I bought a refrigerator thanks to Laura Talardi. Thanks, Laura. She sent me a link to these retro refrigerators, and we bought one. And of course, they do a lot of sales via online, which you wouldn't. I just never thought to buy a refrigerator online. But anyway, after I went and visited the website, I started seeing ads for the refrigerator all over the place. And even after the refrigerator had arrived and we installed it, I still saw these ads all over the place. And I'm thinking, you know, I have it.
Yeah. Did you say you used Google to do the search?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Google's gotten aggressive on the whole sniffing
They
what you're
have.
searching
Yeah.
for
They.
nowadays.
Yeah. They have. They have. Yeah. I was
Vlad
talking.
says here that I think most ad networks already do it, and he was referring to, I believe, what we were talking about, where they determine if you've already got the game or not. Or maybe he was referring to the does it. Yeah. So checking if games are installed. I'm not sure if that's true, but that would be interesting to know if they have that ability to somehow look at your inventory. It seems
Yeah.
like that would be private.
Well, yeah. It seems like you would want it to be private.
Yeah, I
So
don't
yeah.
necessarily want any company to be able to tell what apps I've got installed on my phone.
Right. Right. Yeah. So anyway. So interesting.
They might know if you've got the game installed.
Right. Interesting
They
turn
might
of
be able to
events.
figure that out. Yeah,
Right.
their game. That's a possibility.
Well, if I've ever punched the button, if I've punched the button and hit I guess, yeah, if I punch the button and said install,
Right,
right,
yeah, they should be able to figure that out. You're right.
yeah, at
Oh,
least to that much.
maybe that's what Vlad's saying is. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off here, Charles, but right. You're saying is if you downloaded the app through the advertisement process, then yeah, they would definitely have that information if they tracked it. Huh.
Cool. Something to think about. Something to
Yeah.
think about. I think, yeah, I completely agree with Brian that it's a maturing of things. I think for a long time we've all known that it's very hard to make money with apps. You have to have a lot of volume in order to do ads, and it makes for a less than stellar user experience. So I think we need to focus on other things, really.
Yeah.
And like I said, I still do think that in-game rewards are great, even if they don't have ads, right? We talk about that in the context of, oh, you watch this video and you get these gems. I play one game. I don't have my phone sitting in front of me. In fact, I don't even know where my phone is. That's weird. Oh, there it is. I played this one game, and in the in-game currency is you die frequently, and then you use gems to continue from where you left off. So if you want to, you can say no, don't spend any gems or coins or whatever, and then you'll go back to the beginning of the game. But if you have enough, let's just say coins, if you have enough coins, then you can say, oh no, I want to continue to pick up from wherever my last checkpoint was. And and then if you run out of coins, then at that point you can take some sort of action. And in their case, they say, well, watch this video and we'll give you some more coins, right? That could just as easily be an in-app purchase, or it could be some other element of the game that is that action. But it's still an in-game reward. So I think I like that concept because we all like to be rewarded. So it's definitely.
I'm always talking about how I like to be rewarded on the show.
Yeah, we all like it, right? We all like a little something, even if it doesn't matter. It
And I
doesn't
don't
matter
mean
what
like
it is.
sweet. I mean like cling, cling, cling.
Oh, speaking of which, I a few years ago, well, it's probably been longer than that. About 5 years ago, I went to Las Vegas, and as a kid, I lived just off the street of Vegas, not on the streets in Vegas, but just around the corner from the Strip. And when you go into a casino, you had that. You always had that ching 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 ching. There's all this coin dropping all around you. And about 5 years ago, I went to Vegas, and everything's digital now. There's like very few of the coin machines anymore, if at all.
So no more of the ratchety mechanical sounds?
No, it's all bling 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 bling. It still makes noise.
It still makes a noise, but it doesn't have that like old time.
It's not. Yeah, it's not authentic, right? It's not that. You can almost. You used to be almost to feel the money in your pocket, and now it's just. Now the game that you play on your iPhone and the sound that comes out of the slot machines is about the same.
Wow, that's sad. Soon there'll be a whole generation that doesn't know what a real slot machine sounds like.
Yeah. They'll know what getting their money taken is.
Yeah, they'll know what that
never
feels like.
changes. All right.
That's always